What's going on, guys? T-Mart here, and today we have got a pretty cool video regarding supply drops in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. So, as you guys know, supply drops are these kind of like crates of loot that you unlock periodically as you rank up and complete challenges and things like that, and they contain all types of in-game, kind of like objects, like, everything from weapons to reinforcements to visual upgrades to stuff like that, and it's got a lot of people, including myself, very excited for the multiplayer coming up this year. Now, in this video, we have got two tweets from Michael Condrey that clear up some pretty common supply drop questions that I've seen all over comments and, forums and things like that. And then at the end, we've got ourselves a supply drop opening montage. Yes, that's right. IGN put some up, so I've got those. Then I've also got quite a few of my own that I recorded at the pre-release event. So I'm pretty excited about this. And you guys can kind of see what you can expect in game and some of the different items and stuff you may unlock via these supply drops. So anyway, starting off with these tweets, Cian Cullen said on Twitter, @Michael Condrey, is loot earned via supply drop lost when you prestige? And Michael Condrey replied, no, it's not. So this is very, very important. So now, when you prestige, you do not lose the loot you earn via your supply drop. The custom weapons, the the visual customizations, all that kind of stuff, you don't lose that. And that's very important because part of it is, just being lucky. Like, you have to be lucky to get one of the more rare items. And then also, I think if you complete challenges, you get certain supply drops and stuff like that. So it would suck if you lost that stuff. If you got something really, really good and then you lost it when you prestige. But that does not happen, so that's good. But as you guys know, you can unlock weapon variants via supply drops that have, slightly different stats than the base weapon. You can see here, Michael Condrey replied to this guy, and unlock your base weapons again before you can use your weapon loot after prestiging. So, say you unlock, some certain variation of a shotgun, and you really, really like it, and then you prestige. You can't use that variation of the shotgun again until you unlock the base shotgun in the game. So that's how that works. You don't lose your weapon loot. You just, it's temporarily restricted until you earn that base weapon again, which kind of makes sense. Otherwise people would have, loot from one of the highest weapons in the game, they'd prestige and still be able to use it at a really low level. So you can't do that. You have to have the base weapon unlocked before you can use the weapon loot version of the weapon, which makes sense. Now, let's head on to our supply drop opening montage. So like I said, part of this comes from an IGN video that they just put up recently. I'll link that down in the description for you guys if you want to see it. And then quite a few of them actually come from my own recording at the pre-release or pre-reveal event for Advanced Warfare, where I'm going to play and record gameplay and stuff like that. So anyway, starting off right here, you can see this first one is opening up right here, and you got the RW1 Guardian. It's kind of like a little variant of the railgun pistol, and then a certain type of custom exo. Next up, we got the SN6 Hammer, another weapon variant, KVA civilian boots. Next up, we've got another weapon variant along with some KVA Rebel gloves that are yellow. Those are pretty cool. Next up, moving on, we've got ourselves another variant of that railgun and then some knee pads. So yes, you can customize everything down to your knee pads, which is pretty insane. Here we have a Bore Strike IMR, which looks absolutely insane. I can't wait to try out that weapon. Next up, we got a Bal 27 variant as well as a different type of boots. Coming up next, we've got the Atlas 45 Huckleberry, which is actually a semi-auto pistol. Next up, we got a different variation of the Moors, some boots, and a certain type of mask. Now, this is the gameplay I recorded right here. You guys can see this is the pregame lobby. You click on supply drops. You click again. It's going to open it up. I got a KF5 Scout machine gun, a KVA mask, and then a Moore's Lullaby, which is almost like a gold-looking sniper right there, which is pretty cool. Next up right here, these two graphics didn't load because it was kind of like a pre-build of the game, but you can see here I got an SMG as well as a KVA civilian beanie. And in the next up, this is where things get really interesting. You can see here I got a reinforcement. Receive an orbital care package at 6 minutes into your next match. It will contain a high-value score streak or 2 extra perks lasting the entire match. So you can see there are kind of like, customization options visually for your character that you can unlock via this. There are weapons you can unlock and weapon variants and things like that. But there are also these cards here, which are kind of like, extra bonus power-up cards that give you, certain kill streaks or extra perks or, all kinds of stuff. So it's really kind of interesting. And I think these are a little bit more rare, the reinforcement cards, but obviously they're very, very useful. That's a free care package that gives you either a high-value kill streak or 2 extra perks that last the entire match. That's pretty good. But yeah, I got that, and then I also got some KVA leader boots, and then we're gonna move on to the next one here. We've got ourselves another weapon variant, a civilian loadout, kind of like tactical vest, and then a police loadout vest. Next up, we're almost done, guys. We've got ourselves another weapon variant, some knee pads, and some sunglasses if you're trying to get your swagger on. And then finally, the last one here, we got a weapon variant, another type of chest plate, and then finally another weapon variant. So you can see it varies. You know, sometimes you're going to get 3 things in these loadouts. Sometimes you're going to get 2 things. Sometimes you may just get 1. And you know, obviously, the rarity varies. You know, sometimes you're going to get something really rare. Sometimes you're just going to get really common stuff. But I'm really excited about the looting aspect in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Like I said, I think it's going to make the game a lot deeper. It's going to give us a lot more to shoot for, a lot more to go after. And it's really just going to extend the life cycle of the game. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys are thinking about this game so far. Let me know if you're excited about this supply drop, you know, kind of looting situation. And I'll catch you guys later. Check out my YouTube video if you haven't seen yet. Peace out, guys.